You are not prepared!
Hello, my champion.
Hey guys, how's it going? Actionable here. Today we're doing something different, right? Instead of doing a dungeon playthrough or a raid boss kill, I'm gonna be teaching you how to analyze your logs so you can improve your damage, your overall progress in the game, and everything, right? I'm gonna be analyzing one of my viewers' logs, so if you also wanna have your logs analyzed, just come to my stream, share your logs with me. If I'm not too busy, I'm gonna do it for you. But if you want my full attention, I'm also do paid coaching sessions through my Discord. All right, chilling boosts. It's pinned in the comment down below. So yeah, let's go to the analysis. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment as well. Let's go. First of all, we're gonna go to dungeons here, and we're gonna get a top 1 log to compare. All right. Because when you're analyzing logs, you gotta compare yourself to someone else, right? Mostly solo play, you mean? If that's what you mean, yeah. I'm usually just solo pugging stuff. So we're gonna go for Devourer, we're gonna go for damage, this was 12 keys, right? Yep, we're gonna compare ourselves to 12 keys here. And we have Pit of Saron here, you did 93k. And your lowest one is this Windburner Spire, you did 62k. So first, let's compare yourself to the top log from Pit. He did 214k DPS. So here we have the top log. He did actually 224k DPS, and you doing 90k DPS. All right. So first thing you gotta know is probably this tank is doing much larger pulls than yours. All right. You can see like his group is probably better, but you can see the overall DPS for his group is 530k DPS, while yours is 360. Like it's about a 200k DPS difference. So that's something you gotta know. Pool sizes, and when everyone else is doing good damage, you are gonna end up doing good damage too. I mean, his warrior and the mage are not doing that great, but yeah. Now we're gonna compare his casts to yours. First of all, we're gonna see the damage profile. All right. So we can I put this here to compare? Yeah, this is better, right? Let me see if I can close the ads. Yeah. So let's compare damage profile. I can see right away that you are not playing right because your collapsing star damage is really low. All right. So his collapsing star is about 30% of his damage, while yours is 20%. There's like a 9 to 10% gap here already, you know. After that, his top damage is Eradicate and Void Ray. That's the same for you. So first of all, we know that you're not using Collapsing Star as often as he is, okay? Let's compare your stats. He has about 100 more intellect than you. He has about 200 more haste than you. And you have 200 more mastery than him. So we know that he has more base eye level. You are 269, he was 272. It's not that big of a difference, but he's playing with crit mastery ring and a mastery haste one, while you are playing with Mastery Crit and Haste Mastery. Yeah, about the same. But he has Beast Trinkets here. The Veilgors and the Gaze are really good, our best trinkets. And you don't have the worst ones, but they're not the best for dungeon, right? That's a really huge difference. Let's see what else we can see here. Let's watch casts. When you're watching casts, you wanna pay attention to casts per minute, cause his dungeon is about 20 minutes and yours 28. So obviously you're probably gonna have more casts overall than him. But here we're gonna watch casts per minute. So already you're looking at Devour, which is the consume turns into Devour when you're on void metas, right? He has 14 casts per minute, and you have 8.7. He almost doubles your casts of Devour, and what that means. Devourer is our main source of souls, and because of that, because he's spamming more Devour than you, he's generating more souls, and he has Collapsing Star more often than you. Alright? Now we're gonna see Consume. He has... actually, it's kinda worse. Your Consume and your Devour are kinda the same, and his is like, he casts double Devourer over Consume. I compared kind of wrong here. So Devourer 14, your Devourer 7. Yeah, he doubles your Devourer. His Consume is 7, and your Consume is 8.7. You're casting more Consume than him, and that's bad, because it shows that you're spending less time on Void meta than him. You're not bursting as often. Let's see Void Ray, he has 6.3, and you have 5. He's casting more because obviously he's generating more souls and more fury with those souls, alright? So he has more casts. And probably you're not using them on cooldown. Okay. Now, Collapsing Star. He has 3.2 per minute, and you have 1.8. That's almost double as well, alright? And that's explained by your lack of Void Ray and Devour casts. That's pretty much it. You're doing pots. He's not as often as you should. Alright. Let's see what else we can see here. We can see resources. Maybe we can... No, let's see buffs. Let me move in game real quick so I don't get this hit. Alright. Here in buffs, we're gonna see his meta uptime. He has 54% meta uptime. He used his meta 15 times, but that doesn't matter really much because we gotta watch the percentage. You have 44% meta uptime. That means he has 10%. He spends 10% time, 10% times more than you on Void meta, right? He's bursting more often. He's playing with the Flask of Haste. You're playing with a Flask of Mastery. I'm gonna be honest. Have you simmed your character? Are you sure the Mastery is the best stat for you? Because I think you're kinda low on Haste. Maybe you should be playing with the Haste one. All right. You should take a look at that. So fragments. He had you generated more fragments than him, but your dungeon lasted 8 minutes longer, right? So that's we cannot compare that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But we have to analyze. We already know that you are not. We can check casts and timelines, see what you guys are doing. But we know already that you're not casting Devour as often. You're casting too much Consume because you are spending a lot of time outside of Burst, and you're not using Void Ray as often. So probably you should. I don't know what you're doing inside of meta instead of consuming. We're gonna see here. You keep switching between haste and mastery pots. So yeah, have you seen your character on raid bots? You gotta make sure that you have the right consumable, right? I think you're without seeing your simulation, I think that your character needs more haste. Alright? Because with more haste, you're gonna be able to cast Conceal more often, Void Ray more often, everything. Alright? So let's see your casts here. This is him. I wanna see yours first. Okay, you're casting a lot of consumes here. See, he got into his burst first because he did this interrupt. You gotta know that when you're outside of meta, your interrupt is your best source of fury. All right, because it generates 40 fury, while consume only generates 10. So whenever you can kick a mob when you're building your souls, do it, because you're gonna have your void ray earlier and the rotation is gonna be way smoother. All right. So yeah, let's see. We cannot see his meta here, but you did your first collapsing star cast at 34 seconds, and he did his on 27 seconds. So we know already that he casted his first star for 5, 6, 7. He casted his star 7 seconds earlier than you. So we know that he got his burst at least 7 seconds earlier than you. Alright? That could be... That's obviously has to do with his kick. But I think that his spec was bigger. And Devourer scales really good with pack density. Because the more mobs we have on a pack, the more souls our Void Ray is gonna generate. Alright, so like I said at the start of the analysis, pool size matters. Meanwhile, size matters, alright, for Devourer. We need big pools. Okay, he used his star, okay. And you can see his rotation, right? He's casting star, Void Ray on cooldown. Then he's... Look here, how he has a lot of souls. He did like a star, a ray, a consume, a devour actually, and straight into another star. That means he was generating a lot of souls, probably due to a large pool. All right. Let's compare to yours. You did your first star here, and you did 4 devours, another ray, and only then you casted your second star. You did 3 more casts than him before your second star. And he managed to do 1, 2, 3, 4 stars on his burst. Alright. Probably... and yeah, 4 stars. You did 1, 2, 3, 4 stars as well. Yeah. But you can see here that after this pack ended, you didn't have your burst available for the start of the next pack. While on his case, he did his whole burst with 4 stars, and we can see right away when his pack finishes here, he probably had enough souls and fury to carry his burst over the next pack. You see, the next pack he casts a 5th star, and he's gonna do a Void Ray, consume, Void Ray, and yeah, his burst ended there. This is really important when you're playing Devourer. You wanna try to carry your burst as much as possible to the next pack, and you know, when you're out of combat, your fury kinda drains lower, so you have the time to go from a pack to another pack and carry at least 1 star and avoid ray maybe, and that makes a huge difference. Alright, so I think we did a really good analysis here already. Things you wanna improve: Sim your character on raid bots. I think you need more haste for your build. All right. Again, you can't do much about pool sizes. That's on the tank. But yeah, make sure you're spamming Devour and Consume whenever you can, right? You want to use Void Ray on cooldown, and you want to use Devours and Consumes as much as you can as your fillers, because you're doing way less Devours than you should, alright? And of course, like I said, try to carry your bursts from one pack to the other. And a big tip for you, I don't know if you're doing this, it's hard to analyze on the logs, but I know that you're spending less time on bursting him. I think that you're probably holding your burst, alright? Don't do that. It's not worth to hold your burst. Not on this skill level. I mean, you got your 50 souls, just go into Void meta, burst, carry to the next pack, alright? Don't hold your burst, I think you're probably doing it. What do you say? And yeah, I don't even think it's worth it to analyze the other log, because I think from your best log we know already that you're where you can improve, right? You need more uptime, you need more casts. Yeah, you shouldn't be holding it. What I do is like I usually won't burst on packs that are like less than 30% health, and I know there's a big pack coming next. And these situations I'll probably burst. If I know the other members of my party are doing their bursts, I'll hold mine. If the pack is low, right? Not on high packs. And I know that it happens a lot to some players that in dungeon scenarios, let's say we have a pack, and then right after the pack you have the boss. Most players will hold their CDs on this pack, and this is completely wrong. Cause you shouldn't be holding, because you see, the dungeon is a run against the dungeon timer, not a specific pack or a specific boss. I mean, it's not a competition to see if you killed a pack faster or not. It's a competition to see how you're gonna complete the dungeon faster. And usually the answer is bursting on cooldown, alright? It doesn't matter if it's a 2-pack pack, 2 mobs pack, if it's a mini boss, if it's on the boss, if it's a huge pack. Use your CDs on cooldown, alright? That knowledge, that practice will carry you really far. Alright, using your stuff on CD. Just like you wanna use your Void Ray on CD or Collapsing Star as soon as possible, do this with your actual burst of Void Mat, alright? Because Devour doesn't do well outside of Void meta, we do like really bad damage outside of burst, so it doesn't make sense for you to be on a mid pack holding your burst. You are like probably most of the times you'll be doing sub tank damage, and that's really not ideal. Alright, so bursting on cooldown is gonna improve your overall damage. It's gonna help the group kill packs faster, and it's gonna help you progress faster through the dungeon. Alright. Yeah, more kicks for sure. Not only for the Fury, but think about that. Whenever, sometimes kicking a mob that's on range is a higher DPS gain than actually DPS in the pack. Because if you kick the caster mob, he's gonna run into melee, and it's an extra mob for your whole group to hit, alright? That goes for kicks, that goes for knockbacks, that goes for DKs, grips. Whenever you can help your group stacking the pack better, it's probably higher DPS gain for the whole group. It's not gonna show directly on your details, on your damage meter, but it's gonna show you on your progress, alright? You're gonna time more keys and everything. And of course, there's the Fury trick. And not only the Fury, we also have a talent on the... I'm not playing on my DH right now, but we can see the summary here. We can find this talent. It's show more this talent here. Demon Muzzle. Interrupting a spell with Disrupt decreases your magic damage taken by 15% for 12 seconds. So you can have a damage reduction almost 100% of the time, right? If you're kicking often. So make sure to kick to stack mobs better, far more fury, and also get this damage reduction. Hello Grant, how are you doing? Can I go back to my delve now? Do you have any more questions? And take this lesson, like analyzing logs is easy, you know. You just have to compare yourself to a similar scenario. You can, I taught you, you watch the damage profile, you watch the casts done, the CPM, you watch your buffs, you watch the cast times and timelines. That's something that should be doing on your own, right? I don't mind analyzing here for you guys, but that's something you should be doing on your own, like on a daily basis, if you wanna improve your gameplay, right?